The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Saturday, March 11th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, presented by WynnBET. WynnBET's now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBET is what you need to win. Sign up today. Bet $100. Get a $100 free bet at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBET. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. State restrictions apply. We're also brought to you by the DGen Dance. Yes, we did this last year. Our March Madness bankroll contest is back. Free to enter, and $1,000 in cash and prizes is up for grabs. Plus, we've got first half under bingo. Enter both contests on the SGPN app, which is free to download in the App Store and Google Play Store. So grab that thing today. And remember to let it ride.
Hey, what's up, you degenerate gamblers? This is Bill Burr, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, baby.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks edition for Saturday, March 11th. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, well, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
I smoke and I drink and I don't have stress and I'm healthy.
I'm playing all of them tonight. What's up, world? Good to be here. Appreciate the chat rolling along already. I am joined by my co-host. Give it up for former video coordinator for Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, host of the Ryan and Rush Show, host of the NFL Gambling Podcast.
Yes, I try. Yes, I try.
Mac.
Yes, Ryan McIntyre. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. Less than 48 hours till we find out what the bracket is. Let's go.
Shout out to Mr. The Blake the Snake. Let's go. First time catching y'all live. Went 12-2 today. There we go.
Boom.
There we go. I didn't even feel like I had that great of a day. I did all right, but I feel like it was I don't know. Felt like could have done better in a couple games. We'll talk about it. But man, this has been a great day of basketball. At one point, there was like 9 games on that were all decided by like 3 points. College basketball, I believe. Look, I love a lot of sports. I'm a college football guy, college basketball guy. I watch everything. I mean, I really pretty much I'll fucking watch a lot of different sports. Nothing beats college basketball.
Nothing.
So right now there's currently some games going on. First off, UC Riverside has stormed back to take a lead at the half against UC Santa Barbara. That's a huge game. The winner will face off a surprising team in the Big West. We'll talk about in a bit. Utah Valley is up 8 on Southern Utah in the Battle of the Utahs. Winner will also be playing another team in the WAC championship. Arizona State and Arizona, the Dust Bowl. It's back. Arizona State down 7 at the half. Huge game for Arizona State and Bobby Hurley as regarding, making the NCAA tournament. And Boise State and Utah State, about halfway through the first half. Boise's clinging to a 4-point lead, actually a little further than a half. Let's just start off with I had Purdue -5.
I was with you.
I didn't lose money. It's push, but damn it.
I had 5.5. So yeah, I ate shit on that backdoor layup. And real quick, I want to address this because I think it's more important that we're doing the show the night before, because we've seen over the last week, the books are as sharp as ever right now with these lines. We've seen so many lines that open at a certain number. Let's say, for example, it had opened at 4.5 and then it closed at 5.5 and it hits right in the middle of 5. So it's imperative to get these lines before they move, man, because we've seen, I can at least think of 10 games off the top of my head where it's come down to a half point.
Yeah. We're going to talk a lot about that today.
Yep.
Danye says, I'm more college football than college basketball. I actually am probably, it's tough. See, my problem with football is towards the end of the season, the games become less valuable, in my opinion, right? Until we have a large playoff with automatic qualifiers. I just got it. There's nothing like March Madness to me. It's close, but I actually probably favor. It's close because I love March Madness, but I love the strategy of football. The strategy in football is a bigger factor to me. So there's certain things I love about football that I would say are better than basketball. But the fact that college football, which I love way more than pro, has kind of a shitty end of the season. Traditionally. So that's why there's nothing like March Madness. There's no postseason, I don't think. Think about all the postseasons out there. Nothing touches March Madness, in my opinion.
Not even close. In the NFL one, I mean, everybody loves the NFL playoffs and the Super Bowl, but it's still not even in the same stratosphere as March Madness.
Yeah, I agree. Middle Tennessee, Florida Atlantic. This game was absolutely insane. Man. Missed free throws, clutch missed free throws by Middle Tennessee, but yet they get offensive boards. They miss they had the Bryce Drew play worked out to a fucking T.
Wide open.
It didn't work out, man. But wow, the Owls of Florida Atlantic, who continue to be one of the greatest stories, and that's something to monitor tomorrow. You want to talk about bid stealing? There might be some bid stealing tomorrow, perhaps. Shout out to Florida Atlantic, though. They were fantastic. Moving along.
I thought they were a live dog there for a minute there. I was like, oh my God, are they going to pull this off?
Yeah. I mean, that flagrant foul was bullshit, by the way.
Yeah.
Flagrant foul. That was a foul, but I mean, flagrant for that. It's cockamamie refs. Well, some people laughed at me when I said take East Carolina plus the 22.5. Almost had the lead at halftime. But we got it done because we show up. All right, let's go. Yeah, I locked it up, Mr. Blake the Snake. Let's go.
There was nothing that we couldn't do. We set out to defend our name, and now we'll never be the same.
You notice the difference between us and NC State? NC State quits when they're getting beat down. You see what ECU did there? They fought the whole fucking game. All right,
against number one too.
Yeah, even fouled with 6 seconds left, thinking that somehow we could miraculously get the ball back.
I was watching. I'm like, are they going to foul their way out of this cover? They're only down 12. Are they going to foul like 12 straight times to lose by 25? Yeah, I like that team, man. I think you guys got a bright future. Schwartz did a good job in year number 1. Hey, overachieved for sure.
May the Schwartz be with us because look, I'm telling you, that was a great first season. Almost, yeah, just a great first season in my opinion.
Could you guys go to CBI or CIT?
I don't think so though. I think because we had a losing record. Yeah, I think. But next year, I feel like that team's going to grow up. We had a lot of people don't realize this. We had a lot of people transferred out. Tristan Newton from UConn was on ECU last year. Yeah. We had multiple guys transfer out. 2 years ago, we had Jaden Gardner, who's at UVA. So, yeah, I like what we got going. There we go. ECU. Noah says top 5 ATS in the country this year, I believe. Well,
I believe it.
I mean, do I need to just tell you that there's a legit difference? I think you guys have seen it all year between us and NC State, and that is
because when you're at East Carolina, you go for it every time. Or you don't coach at East Carolina, you don't come to East Carolina, you don't play at East Carolina with a weak heart. Write it.
Let's fucking go. Okay, next up. It's a good thing I got the push in Purdue. Even though I felt like I should have hit. Sort of. Because I had Mississippi State and I was foolish enough to play Mississippi State money line too.
So was I.
Ooh.
They got their ass beat.
Did they have? I mean, jeez,
crime paid today.
Crime did truly pay today. Crime truly paid today. Tyler's asking if you got a haircut, Mac.
I did. You know, I got to go on Hoops Peterson this week, so I said I gotta look the part. So I was long overdue, so I gotta get a little March Madness buzz.
There we go. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Alabama because I ate it on this one. So
yeah,
shout out to Jim who says best college hoop show. Keep up the great work. Appreciate you, man. And it's a lot better because of this chat. I'll tell you that. The whole experience, I like to think it's like 50-50 here. You know, we put the effort in. Seeing all these people in here, it's fucking fantastic. But we responded because we did another money line play. here, and well, let me just get our locked music here going. Yes. Ohio State. Ohio.
I love this team.
Dude, they win by 10 against Michigan State. Unbelievable. I mean, they two more wins? Is that what it is? 2 more wins?
It's got to be Purdue and then win the other game. And my guy Sean McNeil from transfer from West Virginia, he's playing well, man. He's shooting it like he did for us at West Virginia right now. And they didn't even have sensible for this game. He got rolled out with the knee injury. He might be back tomorrow, and they still rolled. I mean, that really wasn't a game. I thought they controlled that game. They led for 39 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, look, we were on top of it. I don't want to count our chickens before they hatch, but certainly great performance there. And then though, man, did you catch the beginning of the UAB North Texas game?
No, I did not. I saw it was 16-2 though.
Dude,
then I flipped over.
Got up to like 23-2.
Jelly Walker, baby.
It's actually I'll give North Texas credit. I thought the way they scored the ball, it was impossible for them to come back. They did come back and make it a game down the stretch. I think they cut it to 4 with like 2 minutes left, and I was like, wow, if they find a way to win this thing. But yeah, UAB came out. Jelly Walker was rolling. He went for 32, 6 and 6. That's getting it done. And UAB, who I have a future on in the CUSA,
same,
plays FAU. And by the way, folks, I don't know if you're watching the bubble. If UAB wins that,
there might be a teams going out.
There might be some teams going out. And another thing is if Arizona State wins tonight, there could be some teams going out. A lot of stuff going on in college hoops. Nice win for UAB there.
Let's go, Jelly Walker. Eat shit, Pitt.
Yeah, and then you and the Texas Southern. What are they? The Bobcats? What are they?
Tigers.
Yeah. Texas
Johnny
Southern
Jones
continues to be a great story. They beat Alabama A&M by 13. Oh boy, you have them as a future to win the SWAC. Are you going to hedge?
No, I'm going all in tomorrow, baby. They own that conference. Like they were the 8th seed, and their odds were only like the 5th or 5th out of 8 because like I felt like they were an underseeded or underachieved 8 seed, kind of like Ohio State in the Big Ten.
Yeah. Kenneth. I mean, Jelly Walker was wild in that game. They were playing fantastic. But yeah, Texas Southern rolls. I was shocked, and I don't know if we should do an episode on this when we come back from Vegas. The coaching carousel. I'm assuming Aaron McKee will be fired this week.
Yep.
Because Temple, it's one thing to lose. I know they kicked off somebody off their team, but I'm saying it's one thing to lose, but to lose by 30 in the first round of the AAC tournament, Pathetic. I think they should make a change. I think they should. I like Aaron McKay. He's not getting it done, though. And you won a lock battle. You did win a lock battle. Back. Got it done with Missouri. I mean, Dennis Gates, how the fuck was he not coach of the year?
I don't get it, man. He's gotten so much out of that group in just year number one, and we're in Fade Rick Barnes season. That team is cooked. That team,
Yeah.
I would be shocked if they got to the Sweet 16. I'd be absolutely shocked.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to win the first game.
Yeah, I agree. I ate shit there. And we did have Ohio plus 5.5. That did not hit us. Toledo won by 7. Talk to me about the MAC and your Toledo Rockets.
They're good, man. They kind of hit Ohio in the mouth. This was a
ECU. Lost to ECU.
They did. Them and UMKC. It's still the most puzzling back-to-back results of the year. Yeah, Toledo's got good guards. Ray J. Dennis went for 28 tonight.
He's a baller. I've been watching that guy for a couple years. Big fan of his. He's good. He's good at basketball.
It's going to be fun tomorrow night when them and Kent hook up.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
And shout out to my Howard Bison, which I have a future for in the MEAC because they put it on Eastern Shore by 19 points. Let's go, Bison. Iona pushed with us. We laid, what was it? Actually, wait, did we lay that?
We did, and I don't know if I want to lock them right now. A lot of distractions.
Are they going to get upset by a certain by the way, folks, if you listen to our main show, Sean and Ryan, they watch a lot of college basketball, but not like us. They don't deep dive most of the time like us. But at the same time, I have to give credit where credit's due here. Stacking the Money Green. Let me just pull this up to make sure I'm accurate. I'm sorry, not Stacking the Money Green. Real Money Kramer has a future on Marist. He put down money, I think $100 or $50 on Marist at 100-1.
That's great.
I mean, I thought that was a reckless play, but all of a sudden there's life there. Unbelievable. Yeah, shout out to Mexi Mel. 15 likes only. Come on, people. Also, I want to tell you that we're brought to you by WinBet. Yes, the college basketball experience on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by WinBet. And WinBet is active in a bunch of states. And there are tons of ways to win, including live betting and same-game parlays, a.k.a. WinBet's Build Your Own Bet. And, you know, March Madness is here, folks. There's plenty of ways to win on college hoops. Also, there's XFL, NHL, NBA. They got it all. Sign up today to receive a special offer. Bet $100, get $100, limited to state availability. And, of course, for our DJs only, if you hit the biggest long shot parlay of the week, you get $1,000 free credit. There's so much to choose from. Head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/winbet so they know we sent you. Once again, that's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. Offer subject to change, terms and conditions. WinBet.com must be 21 or older. Present state where WinBet is available. If you or somebody knows a gamer problem, call 1-800-522-4700. We're also brought to you by our March Madness contest. Yeah. The D-Gen Dance is back, folks. That's our March Madness bankroll contest. Free to enter, and $1,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs. So we're inviting you. Chat, I'm talking to you. Plus, we've got our first half under bingo card, where you can win a SGPN gift card. Enter both contests on the SGPN app, which is free to download in the App Store and Google Play Store. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yeah, Underdog Fantasy is heating up for March Madness. College Pick'em is a great way to get in on all the action, especially if your bracket is busted after day one. All right. Plus, Underdog Fantasy has your favorite college basketball player props. Head over to UnderdogFantasy.com. Use that promo code SGPN for a 100% deposit bonus up to $100. That's UnderdogFantasy.com. Promo code SGPN. All right. Yeah, so Iona squeaks by. Squeaks by.
I think Marist has a chance tomorrow.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah.
Especially with the Patino news.
That's the whole
He's
thing.
rumored at Texas Tech. He's rumored at Georgetown. He's rumored at St. John's. I read one report. He wouldn't even have to move if you took the St. John's job. So
You know what I think he's doing? I think he's entertaining Texas Tech because he knows that they will pay a shitload, like they paid Mark Adams, paid Beard, and it's all to get St. John's or Georgetown, whichever one he wants, to ante up more for him and his staff. So I think it's all him trying to play chess while everybody else plays checkers. Patino's back, baby.
yeah, and I agree he probably would stay in the Big East, but I'm not going to rule out. I know a lot of people are saying no way he goes to Lubbock. Lubbock is West Texas, not that far from New Mexico.
I think McCaskill's going to go there.
New Mexico. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
McCaskill. I think there's a chance you could see a couple different coaches there.
Beard.
They should.
They should. Open up the checkbook. Bring it back, baby. Run it back.
So I had my largest wager today. Give me a loss. I was on UConn. Fuck Danny Hurley.
I agree. Hey, and you know what? He got on Sonogo, but it was too late, man. If Sonogo doesn't want to play, bench his ass. I put the other guy in Klingon, man. He's more effective when Sonogo just wants to go through the motions. I didn't get it, man. Like they make their run with the second unit every time, but they leave in these starters way too long.
I thought they were going to win the Big East and then lose in the tournament. I think they're just going to lose in both. I just can't try. I cannot trust him coaching. Roster standpoint, I think there's a lot of coaches that win a national championship with UConn's roster this year.
No doubt. Their second unit could finish at the top 5 in the Big East.
Yeah. Penn State Northwestern. Apparently we need this game in the tournament too, because this game is a fucking classic every time it's played. Penn State wins by 2. I ate shit on this one. I did wager on this one too. Dude, these games are great, and shout out to Penn State. They're in. There's no way you can deprive them, I think, right now of making the NCAA tournament. What'd you make of this one?
4-0 in March, man. And they've beaten Northwestern twice, who's been the Big Ten darling. Penn State, what a good story. Micah Shrewsbury's done a great job there in his second year. And Jalen Pickett, he's going to be a fun name in March Madness for those that don't watch college basketball every day like ourselves.
Yeah. Big win for Penn State. Now, I was on the right side of the Duke Blue Devils as they won by 7 against the Miami Hurricanes. And I see something, man. You're not going to like what I have to say.
I think they've just been beating up on bad ACC teams.
Buddy, I think Duke can win.
The whole thing?
No, I'm saying, but I think they can go far. I'm not saying win the whole thing. They're too young for that. But I'm saying, I think they're going to be – I wonder where they're going to end up seated. But I think they're playing really good ball. I'm impressed. I know it's against ACC foes, but I don't care. I'm still, impressed in how improved they are, even watching within the ACC. Within watching the ACC or even at a conference, I feel like they're a different team right now.
I agree with you. I think they're going to win tomorrow, but I already told you what I'm doing. I'm fading the shit out of them in the first couple rounds.
Duke in the first round now. It depends who they get, but
they've lost before in the first round. Cough, cough, Lehigh, Mercer. I mean, they've been known to lay a couple eggs, and that was with Coach K.
It's true, but I mean, I feel like we could say that with a lot of teams. True,
that is valid.
I'm not trying to defend Duke. If you know me, you know I hate Duke. I'm just telling you.
Yeah,
we're in the circle of trust here. I'm being honest. I'm impressed with the way they're playing basketball lately.
I agree with you. I will give NC Nick that. So shout out to his Duke Blue Devils.
There you go. I know you have a feud with the ACC, but I'm telling you, they actually look good to me.
I got a soft spot for Duke right now. They beat Pitt by about 100 yesterday and may have single-handedly knocked him out of the tournament. Say, God damn, I got to buy a Duke shirt now.
I took Memphis -4 for no reason. I was on Hoops Peterson talking about this. He was like, how are you going to do that after the first 2 games are 1 basket? And I was like, I agree. But why is it 4? So I'm laying the 4.
Yeah.
They win by 5. Total horseshit play by me, but it worked. It worked. Could Memphis be a team that is flying under the radar?
Yes, but I don't trust Penny in March. It's kind of like with the Hurley thing where I think they're okay coaches, but like I just don't trust them on the big stage.
They're talented though.
They are very talented.
When I watch them, I go, "Whoa,
Yes.
who the fuck is that guy who's 8th guy on the bench?" Iowa State, Kansas. I locked up the Kansas Jayhawks.
I whiffed on this one.
We have a lock battle on this one, I believe.
We did.
I won't even play the music because I'm going to save it for our final lock battle. Jayhawks get it done. Tragic magic pays, folks. Let's go.
They're so good. They really are. I hate watching them, but they just continue to roll. Iowa State's usually the only team that fucks with them at the Sprint Center, but even tonight, Kansas just found a way to grind that out once Iowa State took their first lead.
Shout out to Dustin Weeza in the chat. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm telling you, when we called that Iona game at 12, which I bet and I pushed, that shit jumped up to 14 and you would have lost. You
go grab Vermont now.
Yeah. Yeah. Arkansas. I bet on Arkansas. I look, I call it the way I see it. All right. I don't fucking like Ohio State. If you know me, I hate a lot. I mean, there's certain teams I grew up hating. Notre Dame, Duke, Ohio State, Florida. Right?
Yeah.
Have I not been saying Ohio State's playing great ball? You got to call a spade here. We're in the circle of trust here, you know? We're in the circle of trust. So,
playing great.
Arkansas. I did lose money on Arkansas, man. Shout out to the Buzzsaw. They got it done 1-6. You got it done. I thought for sure Arkansas was going to win that game. I lost money on that. What'd you do here on this one?
I went back and forth mentally on this. I ended up going A&M, but I think I accidentally locked it on the picks page, and somebody said, "Are you locking A&M?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not locking that game. I have no idea. That game's gonna be a wild one," and it was.
Yeah. Big game there, and then. All right, this is what I've been waiting to play this music here because I didn't want to play it too much. I didn't want to be obnoxious. Penn State gets it done against the Akron Zips. Kent State's my team, and look, I know people at BSIP was talking about Toledo can make a deep run, and maybe Toledo does beat Kent State tomorrow. I don't know. Is that tomorrow or is that Sunday?
Tomorrow
right?
night. Tomorrow night at the Cavs Arena.
I personally think Kent State, and I mentioned this a long time ago, back when I was hyping up TCU, I said, dude, Kent State can go really far. I really believe they play defense. Even today, though, they still give up. Akron scored 73 on them. So they gotta fix some things there. But I think Kent State's a team that's capable of going far. I do. They're 1 win away. I don't think Toledo can go that far because I don't think Toledo plays good enough defense.
Agreed.
Kent State. Now, Toledo could still shock someone in the first round or two. Kent State is one that I believe reminds me of like Loyola Chicago with Porter Moser. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they got the guards, and they almost won at Houston and at Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, took care of business there. And then, Marist. Marist beat St. Peter's by 12. What the fuck is going on with Marist? This is the best story in college basketball no one's talking about. They're 13-19 now. I mean, coming into the tournament, first off, this team has won 4 straight. So what? Coming into the tournament, the game before the tournament, they were 9-19. Right? Or no, 9-19.
Yeah, 9-19.
Unbelievable. Do I think Tom Izzo is losing his mojo? Ohio State was in foul trouble, their best player injured, and they still got ran over. Time for a change.
Nah, careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I still think they're a team that's very dangerous in the tournament. If anything, if I'm a Michigan State fan, I don't know that I want to. Of course, you would like to flex and say we won the Big Ten conference tournament, but I also think that would hurt your chances in March Madness. So I feel like sometimes a loss is good.
I mean, what was the last time a Big Ten tournament winner went on a run in the NCAA tournament? Last year, Iowa gets picked off by Richmond.
Yeah.
Illinois the year before that lost to Loyola Chicago.
Yeah.
Those are just the two that popped to my brain. So, yeah, I think I still like Sparty, and grass is not always greener on the other side. Tom Izzo's, I think, still pretty damn good.
Uh-oh. I think Beanick's taking offense there. He's giving you a hard time.
He's the Big Ten guru.
Norfolk State, North Carolina Central was a banger today.
Yeah.
Absolute banger. Norfolk State won by 7 in overtime, which sets up a heater of a game between Howard and Norfolk State. I believe that game's tomorrow. Wow. I mean, who do you lean? I mean, I guess we'll get to it. What'd you make of that game? Did you get eyes on that game?
I did not, but obviously a good win. It's going to set up a good championship game. I think that's another one that comes down the wire tomorrow.
Yeah. Did you catch the end of the Grand Canyon Sam Houston State game?
No, I saw the Grand Canyon won by 3. They made their free throws down the stretch.
A very, very awful call.
Controversial call.
I'd say one of the worst calls of the college basketball season, but I was also a guy who bet on Sam Houston State. So you say, Colby, you're just being a little bitch. I thought it was a horrible call. Other people were tweeting it was a horrible call. That's all I'm saying.
It's another 1 seed, though, that goes down, which is, I mean, we love March Madness, but it's also disappointing that we're not going to see the best mid-majors in March.
Fair enough. Well, and we had another 1 seed go down right after that because Cal State Fullerton and Irvine are separated between about 10 miles. Fullerton dealing them the nice fuck you as they beat Irvine. What a win there. And wow, I didn't see that one coming. This was a I was shocked. I didn't get a ton of eyes on it. I had to do some other shit, but I was shocked that Fullerton won this game. Shout out to them showing up. I mean, you could make an argument they should have lost to Hawaii, but Fullerton takes advantage. That's a rivalry game. That feels good. And shout out to
them. The dance.
Yeah. So I reluctantly, I know N'Faly Dante was out, but I still had a future on Oregon, and I said, you know what, fuck it. Give me the 5.5. Nope.
You know what, though, man? This was another game with UCLA where they just blow games open in the second half because Oregon had the lead at half, or maybe it wasn't at half. I think it was a 1-point game at half, but Oregon had the lead at the under. It's on in the background. They had the lead at the under 16 in the second half, and then UCLA just blows them out. So, I mean, I don't think that they're going to get to the Final Four just because Clark's out. But hey, man, they keep proving me wrong.
Yeah. Creighton, what the fuck?
Just when we start crowning them, man, they just lay a fucking egg. I'm like, God damn it, Michael Crichton.
I'll tell you that, man. McDermott does always make me scratch my head. They should have lost to San Diego State last year in the first round. Now, I know you could say, well, they should have. They might have beat Kansas if Kalkbrenner doesn't get injured. But, what the fuck? 22-point loss.
Crazy.
Fire those. I will fire those Muskets, man. Because shout out to the Musketeers. Who, I mean, look, I feel like
she lost to DePaul.
Well, I can flex a little bit, like when I was on. Well, I'll flex, I guess, in a couple of weeks, in 2 weeks, if that holds up. But shout out to the Musketeers. Grambling took care of Jackson State. I was all over the Grambling State. My future on Grambling State. I did go pretty chalk on that, but they win by 9 against Jackson State. That line was 5.5. I cashed in there. San Jose State, you were right on this. I was wrong. I mean, I didn't bet this, but I had a future on San Jose State. San Diego State's just too much for them defensively. Win by 15.
Too much athleticism.
Yeah. And then I think I know we're going to be talking about game balls in a minute here, but Vanderbilt does it again. Can we? I kind of think Vanderbilt should be in the NCAA tournament. Am I crazy for that assessment?
If we're going to put teams like Arizona State, Pitt on the bubble, I think Vanderbilt's got to be in the discussion. I mean, they just beat Kentucky twice, and they got other wins. I mean, they've won what, 8 out of 10 or something, or I think it's more than that. No, they only have one loss to LSU. They've won.
It's a bad loss, though, man.
They've won 11 out of 12.
Yeah, man, I'm impressed.
Since they lost to Alabama by 80.
That's true. Fuck, that's right. Man, they're a hard team to understand, man. They're a hard team to understand.
Stackhouse was drinking some Hennessy on the sideline that night. What the hell was that? What happened that night? How do you lose to LSU and Alabama by 90?
That one's hard to understand. I have my future for UVA still alive and cooking as they win by 20 against Clemson. Clemson loses, and I saw, they're not going to make the NCAA tournament, but they have a record. Get the fuck out of here, all right?
Lost to Loyola.
Yeah.
I mean, they have so many bad losses. They lost to Louisville.
No, Noah wore his Clemson shirt yesterday. He was repping hard for Clemson. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. UVA and Patty C had to flush that toilet on you. All right. Tulane took care of Wichita. I was surprised on this. I thought Wichita was going to win this game. Tulane stays alive, gets it done. Shout out to, I love Ron Hunter, man. Ron Hunter, big fan here. And Texas beats TCU by 6. What'd you make of this game?
That was a high level game. That was like a Final Four matchup in terms of the athleticism, size. I mean, that was like a wrestling match out there. Those two teams are carbon copies of one another, just beating the shit out of each other and being like, I can't wait to be out of the Big 12 next week.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Both of those teams are good. Yeah.
Currently, so let's get to our game balls here, but currently Santa Barbara's up 2 on Riverside, 11 minutes left. Valley has opened up an 18-point lead on Southern Utah. My Valley future still alive. And I have a UC Santa Barbara one too, but I don't want to talk much about that right now. Arizona State down 10 to Arizona. Boise State up 8 on Utah State at the half, and that's what we're at. Game balls, Mac. Lead us into the light here.
I'll lead the game ball off with, let's go with Ohio State. Get it done again. 3 wins in 3 days. They got the Boilermakers tomorrow to potentially get to the Big Ten championship all of a sudden. Yeah, I mean, you can't. I mean, they certainly deserve one of the game balls we're giving out. I'm going to go with Vanderbilt. It ain't often that you can say we beat Kentucky twice. And I'll be honest, I was a skeptic on Jerry Stackhouse as a coach. But, Jerry, I apologize, and I am buying in, my friend. I am buying in. Vanderbilt, game ball for sure. Back to you. UAB, Jelly Walker, they're 1 win away from March Madness again. They got to go through the 30-3 Florida Atlantic Owls. Hey, if you're on the bubble, you better be rooting your ass off for FAU tomorrow because the Blazers are coming to steal a bid.
Yeah. Seriously. I think that's going to happen tomorrow. Final game ball for myself is going to be, second game ball for myself. Marist. It's got to be Marist. No one's talking about him. Marist flying under the radar. Who is this team? I don't understand what's going on. What was the point of me watching the whole year? I don't know. But Marist is suddenly winning, and watch out, Iona. Who's your third and final game ball?
There's a lot of good candidates. I mean, you could go Kansas with another win without Bill Self, or the chat likes Missouri. But you know what? I'm going to go to Penn State. Getting it done again, beating another team from Illinois in Chicago, back-to-back nights against the Illini and Wildcats, 4 in a row, and they're going dancing for sure now.
Yeah. Unbelievable run right now that they're a part of. Look, I want to play Kent State, but I can't because
got one more.
Cal State Fullerton just beat their rival, and if you knew UC Irvine, kind of a veteran team that had lost some close outings a season ago, and you kind of thought, gun to my head, even though I have a UC Santa Barbara future, I thought it was going to be Irvine or Santa Barbara, and I kind of thought Irvine might be the better team. Fullerton, the rival right up the road, what a good fuck you. Give me a game ball for that. Even if they don't make the tournament, you ruin their season. This is a team that won at Oregon. They're been playing good all year. Irvine, that is. And you flush the toilet on them. Fantastic. Dumpster fires. Let's go. What are you going with here?
Kentucky. I mean, this is supposed to be your tournament, and you got your ass kicked by Vanderbilt. Are you shitting me in March?
Yeah.
Back-to-back losses in 2 weeks. You lose on senior night to Vanderbilt, then in the SEC title game or SEC tournament. Man, Kentucky, another team we should fade in March.
Yeah, and I'll go over to – so when I first started watching college hoops, this was like a top 25 caliber program. They had deep runs in the March. They had guys like Mark Macon, guys like Tim Perry, guys like Aaron McKee. Temple, what the fuck has happened to you guys? I know John Chaney was a legendary coach, but damn, what has happened? You should have kept Fran Dunphy. You probably they would have shown up more in this game. Cincinnati wins by 30. Temple is a dumpster fire. That's my vote.
I like that one too. Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Yeah, terrible. All right, let's get to tomorrow's action. We have a bracket. Believe it or not, there was one very pussy conference that does this to us. In some way every year. Yeah. They're worried about mental health, so they only let 4 teams into their
fuck you, Ivy.
newly formed. They didn't even do a tournament until a couple years ago. I think this is the second tournament, right?
Yeah, I mean they've canceled like the last 3 years.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even remember
the world.
Shout out to the private school pussies. Yeah, Eddie Jones was a fucking beast at Temple Alfred. I remember that. Yeah, Aaron McKee, Eddie Jones. Who was the 4 they had? Is that a guy named Battle? They had a good 4. It wasn't. Yeah. Moonoff says, fuck the Ivy League. Let's go.
There you go. Moonoff's in the chat. Let's go.
Shout out to Moonoff. Subscribe to the MLB and NBA Gambling Podcast, folks. He does great work. Yale, Cornell. So the futures here. I got them here. So I got where are we at here? Yale is plus 105, Princeton plus 230, Penn is plus 380, and Cornell plus 650. The problem is I loved Cornell early in the year, but down the stretch, they were not very good. Their defense, pretty bad. And for some reason, this tournament is so Yale's the 1 seed, Princeton's the 2 seed. They're playing this at the 2 seed's home gymnasium. I'm still a bit perplexed by this, but
is this a math equation or something? What am I missing?
Yeah. Carry the 3. Carry the 3, dude.
Do your times tables in the parking lot. Jesus Christ. My God.
Yeah, bring the TI 80. What is it? 81, 82,
84.
I don't
84. Yeah.
So what are you doing here? I think it's at Princeton's gym. Give me Princeton plus 230. That's my play. Next, what are you doing here?
Let's go Cornell. We'll go. This league makes no sense. We'll go with the 4 seed. Longest shot.
Yeah.
It's
Penn was on fire before that magical comeback by Princeton. Shout out to Rob. He was just on VSiN tonight. Shout out to Rob Donaldson, man.
He's a grinder, man.
I appreciate anyone that's doing that stuff. I know we've never done an episode with him, but we need to put him on the show one time. Have him on the show sometime. Shout out to Rob Donaldson. Yeah, TI 83, the games are awesome. Do you remember that game that you would sell drugs? Do you remember that? Is that pre your era, Mac? There was a game called like Drug Lord or something, and it was fantastic on the TI 83 where you were like, you would sell drugs That's
I think that was before me. I don't remember the drug game.
Oh man, you
I
missed
remember
out. You missed out. It
It
was like
Tetris and shit in my era.
it was like Number Munchers times a billion, all right, or Oregon Trail times a billion, all right.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah. So anyway,
That's our breakdown of the Ivy League.
yeah, that's our breakdown. A bunch of private school pussies playing private school pussy basketball. No, I'm taking a shot on Princeton. And I actually might have a couple. Kenneth, you don't know what I'm talking about? There was a drug game. Chat, does anyone know what I'm talking about? Yeah, drug lord.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that game was fire. Anyway, let's start making some money so we can become drug lords ourselves over here.
Hey, real quick, the Ivy League, they're more prepared for these conference tournaments than anybody. They've been playing back-to-back games all year, so this should be no big deal.
After a week off, mental health.
Mental health. Let's play back-to-back days. It's like
shit.
Cramming for an exam in the last minute. Shout out to the Ivy.
Their football team, they're like, no, they can't be a part of the FCS playoffs because mental health, and it's just too daunting. Oh, let's send them to Japan to take on the Japanese team.
They have a team over there?
Yeah. Here's your mental health. Here's a 40-hour fucking flight, all right, to go play a Japanese team. Yeah, I don't understand. Just ridiculous. Yeah, Johnny Football knows what I'm talking about. That game was great. I don't remember what the fuck Drug Lord maybe it was called. That game, I need to get a TI-83 just so I can show people what I'm talking about. That was very cool. All right, first up tomorrow on the slate, 8 a.m. tip. But folks, I will be live at 8 a.m. Me, Terrell Furman Jr. on this very show. Unfortunately, at that same very time, the Ivy's got to be different.
Is that unfortunate for you?
Well, I'll have it on. I'd rather watch the game. Yeah, I
agree.
You make a good point. Yale is laying 6.5. Yeah, there we go, Kyle. Drug Wars. Drug Wars was the game. Yale was laying 6.5, or is laying 6.5. Dude, I'm gonna lay it. Cornell's defense has been ass lately. I'm laying it. I don't know though. 6.5 is gigantic, but goddamn, Yale drilled them before. I'm laying it, dude. What are you doing here?
I'm taking the points. Yeah, I think you sprinkle it on the money line because this is the Ivy League. You can't lay more than 2 possessions.
Dude, they beat him, but okay, you sold me.
It's a do or die game.
You sold
do or die game.
The big red
school pussies.
Big red freshman. Blah blah blah.
Bring your chewing gum.
Yeah, let's go. At the same time, damn, the AE even did it to me. UMass Lowell.
One I would want to see. Yeah.
UMass Lowell and Vermont. Vermont's laying 5. Don't you fucking insult me. I will lay the 5 with the Catamounts. Get it in now. This line's gonna be 18 tomorrow. All right. What are you doing here, Mac?
Yeah, that'd be a serious middle there if you could get 5 and 18. I'm locking up Vermont. This is an autoplay system, and hey, for everybody that likes betting those first halves, take Vermont in the first half too.
Yes, let's go. This place can be packed. What do they call this place again? Call this place the old Roy L. Patrick Gymnasium.
Yep.
Vermont, trust me, fans will be rocking.
Oh.
But that's the Berkeley of the Northeast. You know that, right?
Yes. No,
Vermont,
that place rocks in there.
Yeah, it rocks. It smells like just complete hippie ass, like they haven't showered in a week. But hey, more power to them. You have your fun. Have your fun in the sun. St. Louis, VCU in the A10.
I'm worried about this game.
VCU's laying 3.5. I'm not. I'm laying the 3.5. Get this Travis Ford nonsense out of here. All right. He you know what? He coaches like he drives a fucking Ford. All right.
I'm on the Billikens. I think this is a 1-possession game. I just watched this game just a week ago, and they almost won at the Siegel Center. They were right there until VCU just got it over at the end. Neutral site. I'll take the points.
All right.
I hope, man. I hope they don't get picked off because if they miss the tournament, we need Ace Baldwin in the tournament.
Colby's the Chevy guy. No. Look, if it's retro, sure. As director of retro at SGPN, look, if you get me in like anything from like 70s, early 70s, I'm on board. Not current. You couldn't. No, I'm out. I'm out on that. Give me something foreign. Sounds terrible to say, but it's true, right? I'm with the Ivy League. I'm going to Japan for my car.
Made in China.
Yeah. Shout out to anyone from Japan listening. I know we had some listeners there. I actually really want to go to Japan, man. I've always wanted to go to Japan. It's like if you gave me a Riffin's funny. I have driven one before. Never mind, but I have driven one. Ohio State, Purdue. Purdue's laying 7. Give me the Buckeyes all day. Lock it up.
Money line
play. Let's go. Let's go.
Got to ride the wagon, baby.
Yeah. I did at one point drive a Del Sol sky blue. Everyone thought I was gay. It was just the car when I was young. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Or just smelled like cock. You know what I mean? Just
That's great.
No, but you can take the top down on that thing. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, when you're young, you'll just take a car if you can get it passed down through the brothers.
Yeah.
Like my brother.
Hand me downs. Yeah.
Let's go. You take that. All right. Missouri, Alabama. That's my transition. So anyway,
yeah, that's great. And nobody's commenting in the chat because everybody's laughing their ass off where they currently are at their keyboard.
What did Tom Cruise used to drive that car before I got that thing? What happened? Missouri, Alabama. Alabama's laying 9.5.
We go back to it.
I'm all on Missouri here. I'm on board. I'm locking it up. Locking up Mizzou plus 9.5. I know Bama's shutting me up today. You coming with? What are you doing here?
Yeah, and look at what they did in the regular season. They only met up once, and Bama did put it on them, but short turnaround, man. I trust Dennis Gates in that defense. Let's go. Lock it up.
Yeah,
take the points.
Let's go. Let's go. Norfolk State Howard. This game is fantastic. Sorry, I just read a text from Noah. I hope he's okay.
Did he die?
I don't know if he was laughing at the humor or if I don't know. But Norfolk State is laying 2. It is a home game for Norfolk State, but I am all over my future here. I have a chance to hedge here. You know this, right? I have a chance to hedge, but I'm not going to. The ship is going down with the Bison. Let's go. What are you doing here?
Let's do a lock battle. I'll take the Spartans. Let's go. That was my future.
In one corner, Pick Dundee is riding with Howard, the Bison out of Washington, D.C. In the other corner, Moneyline Mac is riding with Norfolk State. Let's go. Yeah. Can I play this? Does this work for Howard? Can we just...
Look out. Just watch him go.
Guy on a bison. Okay, maybe I shouldn't sing. Penn, Princeton. This is at, what is this gymnasium? Jadwin, I think it is.
Jadwin. Bring your pencil.
Do you realize this game was insane? I watched this game like a week ago. Maybe 2 weeks ago, because the Ivy League takes like 2 weeks off. Penn was up like 17 at Princeton. Princeton battled all the way back, won in overtime. Princeton had no business winning that game. It makes it an interesting spot here, but I'm still going with Princeton. They got a week to focus on it. I'm going to lay the 2.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, no, I like Princeton as well. I think they're the better team, so I'll lay the points here as well.
Cincinnati, Houston. This is an interesting matchup.
Yeah.
I feel like Cincinnati's playing better on, they're getting 10. Give me the Bearcats plus 10. What are you doing here?
I am going to lock the Cincinnati Bearcats. I think this is a ball game. I don't think Houston's going to blow them out. And I think this game is Houston or Cincinnati's fighting for their tournament lives. They got to win the AAC.
Yeah, not the MAAAC.
I know. I almost said MAAC. Let's go.
Oh, back Cincinnati's remembering the days
when we were winning conference titles and going to the Final Four. We were making a statement.
Can they relive them tomorrow? Mac locking up the Bearcats of Cincinnati. Fordham.
Their games have been close this year too.
Yeah, I like taking the 10. I might bet it tomorrow. Keep an eye on it. Fordham is taking on Dayton. Dayton's laying 6. This gym's going to be rocking. Give me Fordham. Give me Fordham plus the 6. I can't trust Dayton. Dayton goes through these long droughts where they don't score. What are you doing?
Should we lock up Fordham? I feel like they're going to win this game. I think this is a great spot. I think they're going to win this game outright. So, this is another lock, another dog I'm locking up.
I just worry about the athleticism because besides a couple guys, like Fordham definitely lacks athleticism. And I worry about that when you play Dayton or VCU.
I like the home angle.
I like that angle too, man.
Yeah.
I'm taking them. I'm not going to lock them. You're locking them?
Yeah. I think they're going to win. I think take it on the money line.
Money line Mac locking up the Fordham Rams. Maybe Quisenberry will make a layup for you to cover with 1 second left, like he did last time. Penn State, Indiana. Indiana's laying 3. The dream stops here. Give me Indiana minus 3.
Yeah, this is a intriguing matchup because Penn State is hot as anybody. Indiana with the big comeback win. I kind of like the Hoosiers as well to end the Nittany Lions streak. Because
I might bet this tomorrow.
I might lock this too.
Actually, let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Let's do it.
I'm in. Hoosiers gonna get it done tomorrow. Let's go. Vanderbilt is catching 6.5 against Texas A&M. The disrespect. I'm on Jerry Stackhouse. He's made me a believer. Give me the 6.5 points. What are you doing here?
I feel like but this might be a line where Buzz just drills Vandy. I'm gonna lay the points here with the Aggies.
Dustin in the chat right now watching this Riverside UC Santa Barbara game. Which currently Santa Barbara's up 2 with 3 minutes left. And he says that the Big West is solid at the top. Whoever comes out of this league, will be solid in the NCAA tournament. I agree. I've said this all year. That conference, it gets undervalued because it doesn't get eyeballs on it because it's on the West Coast, right? And it's on like ESPN 36. You know what I mean? So it's not – people don't get to see it, man. When I went and watched that Santa Barbara Long Beach State game, and I was watching that in person, I was like, man, Santa Barbara, they're capable of fucking up some teams. You know what I mean? Like, I really thought, like, their guard play was really fucking good. And I had been to other games this year. I'll be honest, out of the teams that I saw all year, that was the team that I went to a bunch of mid-major games this year. Santa Barbara was the best to me that I saw.
Yeah, I like Santa Barbara.
Let's see if they can hang on, or I'm going to look like a fucking idiot. But, yeah, I agree with you. Where are we at here? We got Texas Southern, Grambling State. Grambling's laying 6.5.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
I'll give you this. You're a nice call on Southern. I'll give you the 6.5. But Southern ain't winning the game here. Grambling's winning the game. All right?
I'm locking it up. Money line, baby. Let's go. Tigers. They're going dancing again.
You want a lock battle on the money line?
Yeah, let's do it, man. They're going to win. They are destined to win this tournament. This is their tournament. They own it.
Grambling has won at Colorado, at Vanderbilt. You're seeing how good Vanderbilt is.
Texas Southern beats everybody in March. except when they play a 1 seed, like Gonzaga.
Where the hell is my fight music? I can't find it. No, that's not it. This. Here we go. Money line, Mac. Locking up Texas Southern on the money line. I'm riding with my Grambling Tigers. Beat Tigers. Tulane, Memphis tomorrow. Memphis laying 6.5. It's a bit too much for me. Give me Tulane plus 6.5. What are you doing here, Mac?
I agree with you. Too many points.
It's too many points. Texas, Kansas, Big 12 championship. Kansas laying 1.5. Tragic magic scenario here. And you better believe I'm wishing the best for Bill Self's family. I really am. And Bill himself. But I think Kansas is going to roll. I'm laying the 1.5. Revenge spot for them. Lock it up. What are you doing here?
System play. Easy. Lock up the Jayhawks.
Let's go. Rock says Big West should have pick Dundee calling games. That wouldn't take much, folks. My phone lines are open. I think. Make sure I pay that bill. Xavier, Marquette, Madison Square Garden. Big East championship.
This is an interesting game.
This is an interesting game. This was a 1-point game in Milwaukee. I think it's revenge. Give me the Musketeers. Kyle Cooper talking about finger blasting in the chat with me and my soundboard every night is epic. There we go. Give me the Musketeers. I want to bet on them. I want to bet on the Big East championship. I'll be honest. If there's one game I have the least amount of feel for, it's probably this. But I just want to bet on the Big East championship. And I think Xavier's going to get revenge. Mac, what are you doing here?
I really struggle with this one, too. I'm going to go Marquette, man. It kind of just feels like the Shaka Smart feel-good story.
All right. Go with your Golden Eagles.
Yeah. Well, let's do a lock battle. It's a Big East final, man. We got to lock this up. It's a rule.
In one corner, pick Dundee, riding with the Musketeers. In the other corner, Mac riding with the Eagles of Marquette. Can't wait. Kent State, Toledo, MAC championship. I'm on Kent State. And guess what I'm doing? I have a chance to hedge here.
No chance.
Pick Dundee doesn't fucking hedge.
Yeah.
All right? Give me Kent State +1. Let's go. Just riding it on the money line, actually. What are you doing here?
I'm with you. Let's go Kent State.
There we go. Marist, Iona. Marist is getting 14.5 points. I'm on it. Give me Marist in the points. There's a chance they could lose by 30 here, though, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not betting this one.
I'm not betting this one either, yeah.
I do think take the points here.
UAB, Florida Atlantic in Texas. Give me UAB +1. What are you doing here?
UAB is going to get every call because Conference USA wants 2 teams in. FAU's comfortably in. I'm locking up UAB. They're going to win
Economics
this game.
101, baby. Economics 101. Bust out those
bubble teams.
83s. Let's go.
Go Blazers.
You're
Jelly
locking
Walker gets it. Oh, yeah. Jelly Walker back to the tournament.
Money line, Mac. Locking it up. Actually, I'll join you. Let's have some fun. All right. Let's just bet some fucking games. Let's go. Duke, Virginia, ACC championship. Duke's laying 1.5. I have an opportunity to hedge here because I have a future on Virginia. Although I am concerned about the last time these two teams played. But
well, Duke should have won that one.
I'm still taking Virginia here.
Oh.
Let's go. I don't hedge. All right. Hedging's for pussies.
I'll lock battle you. I'll take the Dukies, man. It's destiny.
Oh man, I like how
Destiny
many
for them to
lottos
win that
we got.
mid-major
I
league.
thought he learned his lesson tonight going up against the mighty Pick Dundee, but we'll see in one corner. The private school pussies, Duke, backed by Mac. The other corner, the private school pussies, the Cavaliers, backed by Dundee. Let's go. B. Sip says you can bet them all when you know you're going to win all the time, Dundee. Let them know. There we go. Shout out to B. Sip. Love the chat. All right, folks, that is our show. Oh, wait. We're going to have Cal State Fullerton taking on either Riverside or Santa Barbara. Right now, Santa Barbara's up 4 with 1:36 left. You were also going to have Utah Valley taking on Grand Canyon. If Valley can hang on to this lead, it's down to 8. It was at 16. Also, we're going to have Boise State potentially, or Utah State against San Diego State, which I believe that's on Sunday, though. And then the Pac-12 championship. Obviously, Arizona clinging to an 8-point lead right now. Boise State's up 4 on Utah State. Still 10 minutes left in the game. We'll have all of our picks up on the SGPN app. And sorry, today, I thought I made them last night, so I was a little late on some of those. It happens. All right. I made my bets. I wasn't late on my bets, but sometimes I try to train myself. I normally fuck up early in the year a few times, but I train myself when I place my bets. Make sure I go over and also do the picks for the podcast. I'm going to do it right now. So, folks.
Got to hit submit.
Yeah. Got to hit submit there. Folks, we appreciate you on this journey. If you're in Vegas, remember our schedule. Monday, myself, Moneyline Mac will be on we'll be at the Circa on VSiN on the Greg Peterson show. Shout out to Hoops Peterson from 9:15 essentially to 9:45. Tuesday, myself and Moneyline Mac will be at the Win Studio. Actually, to give you a full update, at 3:00 to 5:00, I will be at the Win Studio on the Sports Gambling Podcast show. We have Jay Billis booked, and then I will at 8:00. Me and Moneyline Mac will be at the Win doing the college experience here. At 8 to 9:30, and Wednesday we will be at the Win from 8 to 9:30, and then we're going to go to Circa after. And then Thursday we will be at Circa from 10:30 to 11:30 doing our show. So let me so I know that can be confusing here. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday we'll be at Circa, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I will be in the studio, but the college basketball experience, those days are Tuesday and Wednesday in the Win Studio. I can't fucking talk. I hope that made sense. If not, hit us up. We'll buy you a beer, something like that. Get you a cocktail, something. We appreciate the chat. And like I said, if you're in Vegas, hit us up. Appreciate you guys. The chat's always fantastic. And you guys make us feel good. All right. Subscribe to the college basketball experience. Also, college football fans. When this season ends, I do 5 episodes a week talking college football. So when basketball season ends, 5 days a week, you got me talking college football. Please transition over there. We do a team preview. If you're new to the college experience, I preview all 133 teams with a solo podcast on every single team. And we've been doing this shit for years. All right. So check that out. Also, the college baseball experience right around the corner. I mean, it's already in season. East Carolina's going to win it all. We know that. But we got episodes coming there. I do got Cloud Brain. And so as the season revs up over there, we got you covered there. We come together as one, youtube.com/the college experience. Moneyline Mac, he hosts the Ryan and Rush show, which you should be subscribed to. But you should also be subscribed to the NFL Gambling Podcast. And right now, actually, time out. Get on over to Spotify and subscribe right now. I got to do this every night. I see the analytics. Something's lying to me. All right? iTunes, Spotify, subscribe to the podcast. It's the best way for us to get paid, guys. I like you guys watching here. But please, make sure you're subscribed because that's how sponsor money comes in. They don't give a shit about how much I'm talking on here. All right. Appreciate you guys. Get the SGPN app. Shout out to Noah Beanick behind the scenes. Yeah, till tomorrow. This is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Spit my darts, you get ripped apart. Save the cookie cutter mother for 106 apart. Cause of your liquor, will I sip your heart? You never dumb it down, dog. If you're smart, I throw out a couple of lines. Fighters are quick to cross. Fishy you on the dick to lie. Piss you off, it goes tits and bras, lips and jaws. I use my common sense to see the bitch and off. Good thing you got the market corner. Kids and malls. Rip the red carpet as you slip and fall off. Another career spear. Thanks for trying to block. You get an A for effort and an F for shut the fuck up. Here's a hint. Put down the mic, you catch a glimpse. And keep them eyes wide when you see me. Mics, I seize them. So when you see him, you got a good reason to look. Catch a glimpse. A lot of these heads need to improve their improv. Talent's not a program you download and install. Quality spread through hard work, no involved. My peers respect me cause I'm genuinely evolved. Beyond gathering names to build up my buddy list. You decide, friendships and pounds and suicide and bloody risk. Come equipped or leave empty-handed. They don't call me C's for nothing. See the camera? Smile, click. Here comes the picture. You act like a child. Manhood don't fit ya. I'll break your whole style. Down to a bumper sticker and never need a gun to lift ya. Here's a hint. Put down the mic and catch a glimpse. And keep them eyes wide when you see